the information center and startup activities start. So what was that kind of percentage and all that was missing? That is in your format wherein it was not there. How many they diversified that business? So they started with something and then they have diversified. So that data was not there because once they have started the business and then they know that what are the things to be done and all, how to get money and all. And then how many of these, what was the percentage they diversified out of this? And that has led to their growth. So that data was looking to use.
Ask them about extension activities. The loan amount उनको मिला है, उससे उन्होंने business को expand किया. Of course, diversification we have the details, we can add that category into it. The expansion and diversification, these two can be differentiated. कि उन्होंने diversify कितना किया है और
That would be really good because once they started the business and then gradually when they know how and all, they have diversified. And all business houses, they have diversified at a point of time. So whether this mudra has led to any diversification in business or not, that is one of my observations. And then you mentioned particularly, I came late in your presentation, but I heard the presentation. So one observation that you mentioned that skill is not a problem in your data. You said, and I consider skill is a big problem. So that whether it is because when you compile all these information that you have required, and one of these that you said that maximum people they say that skill is not a problem. So how do you?
these are the information which are shared by the respondents. When we ask them, our field investigator asks them कि skilled labor मिलने का अगर आपको कोई कुछ problem मिलता है मतलब do you face any problem in getting skilled labor? तो मेजॉरिटी सेक्शन आई थिंक जो इंडस्ट्रीज का हमें सेक्शन लुधियाना में ज़्यादा मिला. अमृतसर जलंधर में जो थे वो स्टार्टअप बिजनेस वाले ज़्यादा थे. यहाँ कुछ हेल्थ एंड केयर है इस तरह की एक्टिविटीज में इन्वॉल्व थे. तो उन्होंने मेजॉरिटी ने कुछ इतना खास कंप्लेंट नहीं किया स्किल्ड लेबर को फाइंड करने में. मतलब उनको टाइम पर मिल जाता है. कुछ इतना खास प्रॉब्लम उन्होंने नहीं शेयर किया फील्ड इन्वेस्टिगेटर के साथ.
As far as our response, as far as my information goes, this is a gray area. Because you don't get very skilled labor. Skill set is very low, and that's why when we compete with other countries, and there we fail. So skill set, kind of desired skill set is very very important. So what kind of skill set they have? Because अगर कारपेंटर को ढूंढोगे तो अच्छे सही कारपेंटर आपको नहीं मिलेंगे. आप अगर कोई डाटा एंट्री भी ढूंढोगे कोई सही डाटा एंट्री आपको मिलेगा. तो जो टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री हो या दूसरी कोई भी इंडस्ट्री हो आप देखोगे स्किल वाले पर्सन नहीं मिलते. एंड दैट्स व्हाई गवर्नमेंट इज रनिंग सो मेनी स्कीम्स फॉर enhancing the skill of individual. And this प्रधानमंत्री कौशल स्किल सेंटर जितना है उसी का मेन काम तो यही है स्किल करना. एंड स्किल अगर नहीं मिला तो देयर इज आल्सो अ डिसएडवांटेज. बिकॉज अगर हमको स्किल नहीं मिला हमारे जो स्किल लोग सीखे हुए दे गो टू आउटसाइड कंट्री मैंने बाहर चले गए तो हमने क्या कर रहे हैं दैट इज अ डिस्प्लेसमेंट. Displacement is taking place because people are from Bihar, UP and all, they are now coming to Punjab and Punjab people are going outside. So this type of thing is happening. So how can we see that these other skills अगर उनको मिल रहा है so where from they are getting these skills? So it is from a different ये that need to be analyzed also. So the other thing you mentioned आपने एक kind of a business आपने दिखाए, but then we need to analyze which sectors are taking this mudra. For example, hospitality है, आपका textiles है, service sectors है. Which sector is taking maximum benefit of these skills?
We give a broad category: manufacturing, services, and services, but we can add another category.
Subcategories can also become.
Yes, that's my
So
suggestion.
there may be
Broad
kind of
categories, but subcategories can also become.
Just my suggestion because जैसे Punjab is a agricultural state. Of course, your study is pan India. But I see in the context of our state. So,
Three
okay.
districts.
So if it is Punjab, then we need to see that agri entrepreneurship में कितनी agri entrepreneur we need to know, because I could not get this information. किस sectors पे लोगों को ज़्यादा पैसा चाहिए and कहाँ पर startups ज़्यादा हो सकता है, because I see the startup, because we are running the incubation center. मेरे को ये information चाहिए क्योंकि so that I can contact, मैं डॉक्टर सोती को भी बोल रहा था कि ये जो information है you should not be put it down somewhere. We need to take out this information and contact the beneficiary, so that वो beneficiary को हम यहाँ incubation center पे बुला के उनका हमने देखे कि कहाँ bottlenecks है, जैसे आपने बहुत सारे bottlenecks discuss किए. The other thing is you mentioned a very good point that maybe there is a gap between the funding agency, maybe the banks, and the person who is interested, likely to be the beneficiary. There is a gap. There may be a communication gap. Please sit down. So there is a gap. So this gap can be filled through our incubation centers or such kind of experts. We can fill this gap. So ecosystem में ये कहीं पर है. So we need to see that how we can connect these points so that these gaps. So in one of the recommendations that goes to the government after this project is successfully done is where institutional can play a very important role, where incubation center can play a very important role. How we can create startup. So for example, हमने अभी सोच रहे थे कि incubation center पे जैसे doctors अपने clinic खोलते हैं. So can we open a clinic for entrepreneurs? So entrepreneurs clinic, there will be CA, there will be marketing person, there will be agencies who does all these survey, third party evaluations, and they can guide and all GST related. So this is in our mind. So yeah, our recommendations should show that how we can eliminate the problem. So कहाँ पर हमने who are the other person can chip into this. So I think these are some points that came to my mind when I heard your lectures. But I compliment Madam Mantri and all research students involved in this. It's a good time to study, but we have to take this forward. Otherwise, such energies which are gone, agencies are funded and all, this has to be taken forward. This is my point.
We can find that why Tamil Nadu is successful in this Yojana, and we can find out some secondary sources, and those things they can be implemented in Punjab. Yeah, based on some empirical studies which have been conducted in Tamil Nadu or Maharashtra or Bihar. That why
What are the success factors?
what are the success stories for those? So those can be implemented. Yes.
Please, now I request Professor Sandeep to give some remarks on this.
Very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I want to congratulate Dr. Baljeet and her team, Jimmy and other field investigators, because I have done so many projects. And if you can come out some with the good output, that is all credit goes to the team. I am really happy that you have got a good team and your findings are also very important. Recently, I did a work on social entrepreneur in South Africa project. That's why your findings are very attractive to me. It's very tough to get any scheme data in a primary basis. But you collected the data, a big applause to you and your team. I don't want to speak much because already our chairpersons have spoken much on your theme, your data analysis, all other parts. I have some important observations. Very first important finding that you are lining with the primary analysis. Your analysis and secondary analysis results are very much matching. That's appreciated. But at some point where I saw that is in a Shishu Yojana, in a scale mode.
Yes.
That you have
That is probably because of that more younger generation, they are not taking loans. So mostly loans are taken up by the, persons belonging to the 30, 35 or 40. Sure.
Because I was also having that point, because so far as my earlier presentation is concerned, I also highlighted that Tarun, there is less, and other two, so far as the ministry's data is concerned, that are more. But your Tarun is more. Uh, there are two things. Either you have to find out that why it is so. Is it that the data which are being given by the government, state government to the central government, they are faulty or process or procedure or route is faulty? Or somehow when you started your sample, as you just told that you have got to the feedback, you could get your respondents more in section rather than. So that is your study is very good. But this point is also very good if you prove it that why these are being left over by the data which are with the government. So you can raise a very pertinent point that generally we have this impression that people moving out, people going there, but we should not get shelter in that excuse. Maybe there are many people here who want to have this type of assistance from the government to develop their socio-economic or status. So I think if you only look on these two aspects, that whether the data which are being sent by the government to the central government, they are projecting the right or wrong thing, or by chance you could get more of the thorough respondents or less on that. That's why you are presenting your plan. That's very good observation.
Yes, and that's why, sir, the point is also very good. If you have collected in your methodology, Tarun's observations more, so then naturally you will get more the data. So that's why please stick to the methodology. That from which are your respondents. Second, my most important observation, I think you collected the data of the respondents on a single point of time, means only for 1 year. Means for only one point of a time, who are telling that at this point of time, this much disbursement, this much amount. But if you are collecting the data 15, 16 in a secondary, 15, 16 to up to 21, 22, maybe banks will give you the previous information also. From there you can analyze in which sector it's increasing, especially as I was listening, sir, that agriculture also been sanctioned. Then you can come to the picture after sanctioning agriculture, whether Punjab has been sanctioned loan in that sector. That is also important. So you can get the clear picture, then you can give the recommendation in that direction also. Many more observation also, which I can tell you in telephonically also, as we already discussed many parts, and you are always trying to listen me. And
You are always trying to guide
no,
me.
no. She, I remember the day when she wants to apply and she's saying that, Didi, please tell me whether I should write a major project. I said, no, please firstly write minor project. And in minor project, you are writing, you are doing so much findings. I really congratulate to the department also. Yes, these findings are really important, which she is giving. And the other observation I want to tell you, Dr. Baji, some places when you are asking from the respondents, don't take same parameters like hard work, self-confidence. That doesn't suit. Otherwise, it gives a diluting your information. Where you want that lack of confidence, government support, self-confidence, and hard work. Find out some very important parameters which should informative and which should be part of your recommendations. Anyhow, all the best.
Now I request Professor Just saying to give some more suggestions so that we can polish our recommendations and submit it.
Yeah, I think I morning I was there and really it's very good study and Professor Bhatti has also made some points. But I was just listening. Just yesterday session. One thing comes to my mind that as Professor Sandeep has also pointed out that you are asking questions to the respondents. But when we go for evaluation, one or two point I would raise here: standard of living, improvement in that, socio-economic conditions. You are asking me, that is my perception. What's your calculation? Is it the pre-post situation or improvement, economic improvement? Have you calculated that?
We've only considered their perceptions about because
No, perception, perception
briefly.
in sociological aspect, if you want to develop some sort of ability, you may go for it. But probably people who are economic, we have to, you talk about my standard of living, and my economics the monetary parameter becomes very important. Then you judge me that before this type of assignment, what was my salary or whatsoever, now what has gone for, and how my expenditures are being paid. Generally, we take it very simple role that standard of living and socio-economic conditions is a very easy term. But when from say impact point of view of talking, so somewhere I am economically well off in your sense, but I don't feel like that. And you are asking me. So I am a layman. I don't know what is the standard of living, how it is being measured, or what are the socio-economic conditions, how these are being measured. I don't know. But you are asking me. I am responding with my own perception. That may not fit into yours. So many of the questions were yes, agree, disagree, and neutral, I think.
These were also, based on because when field investigators went into the field, so I instructed them that don't blindly rely on them. So you will have to just apply your mind by observing the things.
No, no, in project, I think Nanak would also agree with me. On other aspects, we can. But when it comes from the standard of living improvement or not, under socio-economic conditions are concerned, so how you are doing that? So say for example, both of us, we are going to compare our socio-economic. So how you would compare? So we have to see the set that what is the base of your socio-economic condition, what is here with me. And in two positions it would be different. वो थोड़ा सा you
Validation of perception.
yeah you just कोई ज़्यादा फील्ड में जाने का नहीं है तो just see your data and try to plug it that how you represent. If you are not satisfied, so don't include it. क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन आएगा because you are student of economics. The same मैं आपको पूछता हूँ कि say this scheme is successful, you say yes. I say that okay 10 lakh have been given. How you calculated the profitability. And if profitability is being there, well, the cards were there, and if it is being there, then it is going to have some impact on the social side. तो वो थोड़ा सा
Pre-Mudra loan, basically pre-Mudra loan and post-Mudra loan. Standard of
That
living.
we have done. That question was there, right, Jenny? That before availing mudra loan and after availing. But again, the question is saying that that was based on perceptions.
Really?
But
Say I will give you a solution here. Professor Sandeep has very rightly helped you. She committed that you see the data, which is secondary data from since 2015, and see what is the progression in all the spheres. And unfortunately, I also could not find much of the data regarding Punjab state is concerned. If you could get that, that would help you to make your perception to defend their perception. आपका अपना बेस भी तो होना चाहिए ना. So you can rely upon the published data, which are the secondary data. However, we can't go for that. कि उन्होंने जो कह दिया, आप मेरे से क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो, इस समय मुझे खुंदक चढ़ी हुई है, मैं नहीं चला. तो you would agree to that. तो किसी समय मेरे को किसी ने कोई बात सुनाई, I am very happy. So I would say everything is चंगा चंगा. So you should have some scope. I know that for collection of primary data, you can't go to the field at this stage again. But he has given you an indication that you glance through the data which are available and start from here that the perception which you are saying that this perception can be reality. So is it coinciding with that or how far away is it? I think that is little defined. Otherwise, it is very good. Since
Sure,
morning,
sir.
I am congratulating you that you have plunged into a difficult field. ये सरकारी programs जो होते हैं दिखाने के लिए ज़्यादा होते हैं वो करने को but you have plunged and now you have to face them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The discussion itself credit to her only because ये discussion से पता चलता है कि उसने काम कितना किया है.
Discussion is very important.
तो ये discussion से पता चला कि सबको समझ भी आ रहा है और उसने काम भी बहुत किया है.
Any observation, remarks, comments from the audience, students, scholars? Of course, these are welcome. I am noting down all the recommendations. Yeah. Okay, you want to share? Okay.
I'm feeling investigated.
In the investigation.
तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं यही बोलना चाहूँगा कि हमने इंफॉर्मेशन बड़ी मुश्किल से ली है. बैंकों से मैम को पूछो, वो मुझे पूछो, जो बाद में गया LDM ऑफिस, बैंक तो इंफॉर्मेशन देते नहीं है. और मुझे इंटरव्यू में क्वेश्चन किया गया था, आप कैसे लोगे बैंकों से इंफॉर्मेशन? तो मैं उनसे ये पूछना चाहता हूँ जो क्वेश्चन कर रहे थे कि आप कैसे लोगे बैंकों से इंफॉर्मेशन? ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन बहुत मुश्किल है कि बैंक इंफॉर्मेशन देता है सिर्फ अपने कस्टमर की आरबीआई को या सिक्योरिटी एजेंसीज को, only 2%. Secrecy.
This would be another recommendation. From your point, I can get another recommendation to the agency that whenever they give a project to the PI, they should also give a letter authorizing the PI to get the information from nationalized banks and all. Because this is the government of India is giving this project.
I don't know why they have refused. They can't refuse.
क्योंकि ये गवर्नमेंट स्कीम है.
When you give in writing that this would be used for academic purpose, they can't.
Sir, we given them in writing. We mailed them not once. This was my routine.
I think this has happened there. Otherwise, we are conducting studies. How evaluative studies we would be able to conduct when bank refuses? क्योंकि उन्होंने loan दिया. They have sent information to government as such. Otherwise, government का data, how they build up the data for their annual reports or everything.
They were quoting the circular of RBI.
Yeah.
Do not share the customer information. They are practically
नहीं, उसमें you can also write to RBI. उनको उसी समय RBI को लिखो. Okay. Still, you have to assure कि you would not be exploiting or misusing data.
Naturally, we give
They
them
should be.
written assurance.
Yeah, this is for the academic purpose. Otherwise, why government agency or ICSSR or UGC would give you money to conduct such type of projects? I think this is ignorance on the part of bank people, or they don't want to go for extra work.
Actually, when we put them mail, then I called them, and then some of them even they have blocked my number.
हम तो रूरल एरिया में जाते हैं, रूरल बैंक जो है उनसे इंफॉर्मेशन लेते हैं जो कि बिल्कुल ही
नहीं, उनसे इंफॉर्मेशन सब लेना आसान है. शहर वाले देते हैं.
But you should write in your limitation portion.
Even we.
Otherwise, the question which we are raising, if someone evaluates, because your report will go for evaluation, it will be evaluated by some expert. So you write it there. And now this is the government scheme and government encourages the scholars to go for evaluation, but this is the real position how we will be able to. When data are available with the central government will be publishing their reports, they are publishing annual reports. Why it is not being shared by the bank? लिमिटेशंस में लिखो कि ये है उसके कारण हमारे ये वाले एस्पेक्ट नहीं हो सकते।
एक और मैं जो सर ने बोला था कि तरुण लोन वाले क्यों है यहाँ पे, इसका मतलब नहीं था क्योंकि जो मैक्सिमम पंजाब तो बिजनेस जो रन कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, मतलब कि बाहर के लोग हैं जो छोटे वेंटिलेटर्स हैं, ठीक है, और जो बड़े वाले हैं ना, जो प्रॉपर रहने वाले, उनको आगे इक्वेटर फ्री लोन बोलने का है। जब बैंक में जाते हैं ना तो बैंक वाला वो देखेगा आपको, अगर सूट बूट पहन के आए हो तो आप लोन जल्दी दे देगा, आप ऐसे आए हो लोन नहीं मिलेगा। बैंक को अपना पैसा बचाना है डिपॉजिट से। हाँ, तो बैंक फ्रॉड नहीं होता है इसमें, प्राइवेट बैंक का फ्रॉड नहीं है बीच बीच में, ये मेंशन भी दिया होंगे साथ में।
Mudra जो बैंक दिए हुए, they are all public sector banks. Private bank से लोग लेंगे तो awareness कम है। National bank से लेना है।
नेशनलाइज बैंक पे डेटा भी तो बताता है ज्यादा है, मैंने सुबह भी तो बोला। प्राइवेट बैंक का किसी कारण से देर पे से उनका शेयर कम है, बट मैक्सिमम भी पब्लिक सेक्टर में।
Thank you so much, everyone, for your constructive remarks and comments, especially the chairpersons for this session, Dr. Nanda, Professor Pati, Madam Sandeep. Thank you so much. Now I request our head of department, Madam Mantri, and project coordinator, Madam Diljeet, to please felicitate our chairpersons for the session.
मैडम दे आने बाद खरीदिए ਤੁਸੀਂ।
Thank you so much. Now please, everybody please join us for lunch. And after lunch we'll meet here for the validating session.
So all of you.